Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. I'm your host, Skulls Fate. It's episode 21. We're in the Adelwan Bridge. About to enter Defiance Bay. We can go to Copper Lane first. Where we want to get to is Andra's Gift, because that is where we're going to find Pelagina. We need her. She's our other frontline.
Defiance Bay. The city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by White One's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
Incinerating gods. Yeah, so Pelagina will be our other frontline fighter. And she's, as a paladin, then you can set her up to be defensive aura.
Of course.
But we need to find a place to rest first. Oh, there's a kitty cat. Can't pet it.
Those walls surround the whole city?
The whole city. Animancers have brought divine wrath upon us all. Who is this?
Gods keep you.
Rowan's arms are crossed, and his mouth is set in a grim frown as he watches the gathered protesters. He looks ready for a fight. He sizes you up. New in town, eh? You picked an interesting time to visit Defiance Bay. All these refugees fleeing the frontier and finding the legacy is no better here. It's the Animancers. Magrins scorch 'em. And they nest in this city like rats. You mark my words, though. Us dozens are going to put a stop to it. Tell me about the dozens. He taps his chest. We're an organization of interested citizens who want to free Defiance Bay from the dangerous influence of Animancers and the tyranny of the aristocrats who support them. We also consider ourselves a militia of sorts, seeing as the Crucible Knights are little more than a flock of preening nobles in training these days. Just like a militia, Eder says, the dozens, except for the training and the discipline and the code of honor. Rowan's eyes gleam, and we're always looking to expand. The more people see things our way, the better for the state of the country. You have any interest in hearing more? Stop by Admeth's Den sometime. The Expedition Hall. A lot of free thinkers in there. Can set straight all the nonsense the nobles and the Animancers want you to believe. Might even be some paid work there for motivated types. I see. What are you doing out here? He gestures at the crowd, which buzzes with angry chatter. Trying to get folk to see reason. We're in the midst of a crisis. And instead of purging the nefarious forces from our city, the Duke is granting Animancers dangerous liberties. What do you know about animancy? It's the study and manipulation of essence, which any sane person will tell you is the purview of the gods. The Adirans at least had the sense to outlaw it, which is the only good thing you can say about them. It's not like magic, chanting, or the soul readings those ciphers do. It's been around since ancient Ingwithan times, which is why you'll see Animancers tinkering with old Ingwithan artifacts. He shakes his head. Trouble is, the Animancers got no idea what half those artifacts actually do. Not that they'll admit it. Our empire, our empathetic friend, is correct about one thing at least. Well, I'd like to know more about Defiance Bay. This is the capital of the Free Palinate of the Deerwood. We started out as the capital of an Adiran colony, but we booted the Flaccid Scepter from these lands 150 years ago. Palatinate. It's Palatinate. I gotta pronounce these words right. These days we're a major port, receiving trade and visitors from all over the world. But we, some of us anyway, strive to hold on to the pioneering spirit that earned us our freedom a century and a half ago. The city is divided into 5 districts. Copper Lane, First Fire's Andra's Gift, Brackenberry, and Heritage Hill. Tell me about Copper Lane. This here is Copper Lane. He taps a scuffed boot on the cobblestones. It's primarily a market district. But you've also got the expedition hall directly north of here, where you can join treks into the wilds. That's also where my fellow dozen martyrs and I tend to meet up with other concerned citizens. He points to a long domed building west and north of your possession, and that's the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Eerie place, you ask me, but they've got the biggest library in the Deerwood. What about Andra's gift? Got the name because it was a wetland that was drained back in the Imperial days. Now it's a seedy district populated by sailors, common folk, and more than a few thugs. But it's a fun place, too, if you know where to look. He winks and elbows you. Look for a place called the Salty Mast when you're there. Other than that, it's mostly warehouse and abandoned homes. Farewell. So yes, the big market over here. Big marketplace. What else do we have? Purnisc's house. Lumdala's house. There's Amdith's Den Expedition Hall. Scrivener's Dormitory. To Brackenberry. The Catacombs. To First Fires. And the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Okay. Oh, and what's this? Goose and Fox. I think the Goose and Fox is an inn. They might let us rest. Goose and Fox. That would be a good thing to do. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh, look at this guy. The godlike Irishi Tungsten. As you near, you feel a vibrant history. Yes, you see a fire burning slowly on the side of a winding road, unmanned. There seems to be no fuel, no wood or oil for it to consume, no hay or twigs. Despite this, it roars, crackles, wails in the wind. It takes you a moment, but you begin to notice a figure in the flames. Its shaking hands cradle a young face, molten red tears marring skin the color of coal. Boy cowers, flame coating him as he holds his knees to his chest. In the distance, a man approaches, faceless. He extends a hand to the frightened child and considers it warily before taking it. The flames die down, leaving his limbs and settling on his head like obedient pets. All tears dried, they walk together, fire and death, hand in hand. Yeah, he looks like a fire godlike, doesn't he, with that bright head of his. Welcome to the Goose and Fox. Well, here we go. The man behind the bar is nearly the size of an Amaua. A handle protrudes from his back. His face is set in a stoic frown. He gives you a small nod. Here for a drink? There's a tiny pewter cup in front of him. He turns it in one broad hand, but doesn't drink from it. I'll order some refreshments. Okay, so this is something, let me get the name right here. Bonnie115 commented on episode number 15 that you could combine ingredients into more impressive dishes to use for consumables. And they asked why I wasn't doing that. And it's real simple, folks. I feel like I need to explain this every series for people, but I play dozens and dozens and dozens of video games, not just for the channel, but for myself. And I forget things, and if a game doesn't point it out in a really obvious manner, I just don't do it. It's really about me not knowing something. If you see me not doing something in a video game that you think should be really obvious to you, and you're wondering why I'm not doing it, it's because there is a massive amount of video games and video game rules that go in and out of my brain through the course of a year. It's a lot of volume. And it makes me forget things because I'm just not the kind of person to remember every single little detail about every single game that I've ever played. My brain doesn't work like that. I thought it was really interesting that this person on Twitter posted this just yesterday as I'm recording this video, and they said, kind of want a feature in games that gives you a refresher on how mechanics work after you've taken a long break. LOL. Yes, that's how I feel. It has been an incredibly long time since I've played Pillars of Eternity, so please forgive me if I forget to do something like mix ingredients to make meals. It's just not high on my memory priority list. But anyways, let's continue on. Please keep leaving those kinds of comments down below. Suggestions. Jog my memory and remind me of things like that because it is helpful. So thank you. So, yes, we will, from this episode forward, we will be trying to combine dishes, make better stuff. This is nice. She's got all of this, plus max endurance and might. I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on this stuff. Dexterity, max endurance and dexterity. Those are nice. I'm going to put those on my cleric, though. You can get those. Yeah, she needs those. Stew, dexterity, perception, that's kind of like a me thing and a him thing, right? I'll take those from him. How much are these? They're 108, though. That's kind of expensive. He can have those, but... Uh-oh. Things... Constitution, perception, see all those things. I mean, all those bonuses are nice. It's going to help you hit more. That's great. It's great to know that stuff. What I really want to do is rest. The common room is 25 coppers here. Okay. That begs the question, do we just want to spend some money and get some of these other bonuses? 2 dexterity plus 1 survival and plus 10 defense while disengaging. I don't care so much about the defense while disengaging. Athletics, mechanics. That might be kind of nice. Ranged accuracy. I'm just going to rest in the common room. Couldn't quite get the bonuses there that I wanted. I like the 2 dexterity. Western Barbican construction complete. Okay. Adair says. Listen. The game's paused.
The dozens. Pretty sure you won't find one among them who stood within 100 miles of that bridge when the Godhammer went off. Too bad, too. Then there'd be less of them.
The Godhammer? That's what they called the bomb they blew up Widewind with. Don't know much about it other than that. Anything kills a living god, guess you gotta name it. What do you have against the dozens? Nothing serious. Nothing I don't have against a lot of folks anyway. The dozens. They like to take things into their own hands. Gets ugly sometimes. We don't have them in Gilded Vale, but they'd be right at home here. They picked that name so they could do what they wanted, and I feel like it was right. Got nothing to do with honor or sacrifice. They like to invoke Magrin too when they especially want to feel right. Somehow I don't think she'd be too impressed with that lot. I'm sure she'd like to set him on fire anytime they use her name. But the gods probably got rules against that kind of thing. Yeah, people hide behind symbols so they can't be questioned. The Duke's a reasonable man. Maybe while we're in Defiance Bay we can get him to force people to call themselves what they are. Don't imagine they'd have as many members if they called themselves the loudmouth sheepfuckers. I like it there. Why do they call themselves the dozens? Was 12 Deerwood and stood outside Halgot Citadel waiting for Widewind to cross the bridge there. They had to hold him there long enough for the Godhammer to detonate. So that's what they did. Interesting. Okay. Well, it's an inn. Is there anything else interesting here? What is this person? That miserable bastard. Kenra, a woman, sits by herself, spinning something on the table in front of her and watching it with furious intensity. It's about the size of a coin, and it wobbles over a crack in the wood with a metallic rattle. She snatches it up with one hand and slams a half-empty cup down on the table with the other. This is not a good time. What's that thing you're spinning? Something I need to get rid of. What are you doing here? Just trying to calm down. Trying to talk myself out of something foolish. Something foolish? She says nothing for a few moments, as if hoping you'll leave. At last, Kenra looks up at you, and the lamplight falls across her face. A purpling bruise is blossoming along her cheekbone. There's something I need to give to my fiancé, Purnisc. Only he doesn't seem to go anywhere without his new friends, and they're not exactly pleasant company. Tell me about these new friends. They come into our house with their dead eyes and their black teeth. I'm not a fool. I know what it means. Purnisc makes me leave when they show up, but it's obvious what they come to do. Last time they came, I told them to get out. Let them have their fun somewhere in the gift, but not under my roof. She scowls and then winces, her fingertips gently probing her bruise. Sveff changes you, I guess. The Purnisc I knew wouldn't have squashed a spider. I never thought he'd. She trails off, still feeling the swollen, discolored flesh. But Sveff makes people calm and listless. Shouldn't make them violent. I don't really know. Seemed better than believing he's always been this way. Maybe I could go talk to him. Her hand rests on the table and she clenches it into a white-knuckled fist. There's nothing more to say to him. We're finished. I just want to give this back to him and have a clean break. She opens her hand and a ring clatters onto the table. It was his grandmother's. Even after this, I don't have the heart to sell it off. But if I go back there myself, I know what'll happen. I'll lose my temper and I'll probably wind up with another one of these. She points to her bruise. I wouldn't normally hand this off to a stranger, but people say you've got a good heart. If you give this back to him, he'll know we're done. I'll take the ring. She looks at you and nods. The house is just north of here. Just please don't hurt him. As furious as I am, I don't want that on my conscience. Yeah, but might not have a choice, honey. What else we got in? Oh, there's stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Are we stealing? We don't want to be stealing, do we?
Laying low.
Okay, if nobody sees us, is it okay?
I've got it.
If you've got it, get over there and do it.
Finished.
What is this? Vessel Bane of Will +5. What? What? Vessel Bane? What's this do? Plus 20 damage against spirits and plus 20 damage against vessels. Oh, well, darling. Sounds like the perfect ring for me. I will take that. I want to do damage against those things. More damage. Always good. Brad Fierce. An actor. A dwarf and an Orlan debate philosophy on the other side of the curtain. Philosophy. Oh, what do we have here? This Stelgar's pelt is thick with dust and moths. The plaque below it reads, Maiden Falls 2682. Huh. Well, just like the old inns of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, you gotta go take a look. Who are these people? These people don't have green names. That signals potentially trouble. Dayton is busy filing a spur off a small round bullet. Erdy. Okay, I have a feeling we're going to be coming back to these people later. There's someone called Key. The Orlan woman nods at you, a cup of wine in hand and a scepter across her lap.
Gods keep you.
Two-tone Wexel, an Orlan man, relaxes with his feet propped on the table. Patches of dark brown skin peek out from under a full mane of blue-green hair. He and the Orlan woman with him exchange laughs and comments with the trio at a nearby table, and he spins a dagger in his hand. His hazel eyes watch you. You look like you've seen a night or two in the wilds. Joining us for a drink? Maybe. Who are all of you? The name's Two-Tone Wexel. The lady next to me is Key. We've had our fun with the expeditions, but we're hoping to enjoy a little peace and quiet. For the next few weeks, anyway. The man at the next table nods at you. I'm Dreadshot Dayton. This is Hurdy and Ilfa. We were part of a separate expedition teams, but we both suffered losses and decided to band together. Ticks several items off his finger. Beasts, barbarians, biowax. It's a dangerous time to be an adventurer, but a prosperous one too. At the next table, Dayton raises his glass. And here's to many more prosperous journeys. Is this something you wanted? No? No, but I got a feeling we might have to tussle with you guys later. We got people in here that would see us if we were to steal anything. What's this?
I'll see what I can find.
Maybe you will.
Finished.
What's in here? Stuff. Okay. People's in there. Dash Oki.
I'm on the trail.
What's this? The most unfortunate tale of Favia and Burnett. A Valiant tragedy. Oh, jeez. Okay, sure, we'll take it. Who knows? Might come in useful later. Well then, let's go give this ring off to Purnisc. And then we'll check out the Adventurers Guild. Well, Expeditions Guild or whatever it's called, because they might have.
You're from Gilded Vale? Then you're close to home.
Close can mean a lot of things.
Surely you'll go back when this is all over.
Dunno. Guess that all depends.
Is this Purnisc? Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, let's try not to kill this guy. A mercenary, an addict, another mercenary. Mercenary there. There's Purnisc. Okay. See if I can get my whole team in here. In a way that makes
Hail,
sense.
traveler.
The man before you flashes a toothy and rather unpleasant grin. Well now, a new face. Welcome, friend. Name's Purnisc, and this, he gestures to the room around you, is my humble abode and place of business. And I hope you're in here to do some business. Yeah. What is your business exactly? If you have to ask, Purnisc smirks. Let's be clear. You go run into the guards, you're going to regret stepping foot in this place. In fact, I'd put even odds on you regretting every decision you made in your life to leave you standing in front of me right now. His face shivers with a quick, unreadable emotion. But you stay smart, and I figure we can end up very good friends. You can ask my previous customers. They'll vouch for my supply. I keep it simple. If you have the coin, I have the Sveth. You're free to make use of the premises, so long as you don't do anything stupid and you don't get too tangling with the other customers. Now, what can I get you? Canada asked me to give this to you. Purnisc takes the ring and turns it around in his fingers. Nice. What's this for? You don't recognize the wedding band you gave her? He laughs. Oh, yeah. I see now. She's making a statement, is she? Good riddance to her, then. Sorry I ever spent the coin to begin with. Now, is that all? She seemed to care for you. Why are you doing this? Plenty of stars in the sky. Tell her to go set up in the salty mast if she's feeling lonely. Purnisc shrugs. Me and her are done. How dare you hit your own fiancée? How could you live with yourself? She was asking for it, Purnisc growls. Sort of like you right now. Maybe you ought to quit digging around in affairs that don't concern you. Me, I got business to get back to. Doors that way. Something's not right here. And I don't plan on leaving it until I find out what's going on. Purnisc's eyes narrow. Then you won't believe it at all, friend. I'm tired of wearing this face anyhow. He raises his voice. Guards, to me. Wearing this face? What the hell? What do we have here? Nyrid. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well then. You, my friend. Adair is going to kick this person over.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hit somebody, aren't you? This guy's gonna come running in the room. Why don't you just move right here?
Hey there.
You painfully interdict everybody. Well, hold on. Give it a second. Go like this.
Hi?
What's going to be the best thing to do here? You got a ton of options. You could just go like that, but you're not really close enough to make that work. You could do chill fog because it's going to blind everybody. Oh, it's going to blind some of your own people though too. Yeah, that's not really your best option, is it? Let's just fire this off right there.
Huh?
This guy, mercenary. My best option is probably to whisper treason this dude because he's standing so close.
Ready, Watcher.
Don't stand so close to me. I'll shoot him. Dog, if you can get over there, also go after him. Okay, you are wrapped up. Just attack this guy then. Okay, that's what we wanted. Now see if you can hit him.
Yeah?
Drop spells, baby. Doink. Let's see, do we want to take a second here and... Yeah, let's dread these guys. Stop! Nyrid staggers back, holding a bloody hand in front of him. I give up. Just leave and I'll go peacefully, alright? Too late. Alright, now interdict these fools.
Huh?
I need you to do this. Who is this? It's a mercenary? Steal it off that guy. Or I guess you can try to steal it off this guy. But who's he attacking? You should attack this person. Dog. Okay, let's go with the whole group. Everybody turn AI back on. I need to get this going on this person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Doink.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you launch this? And then move a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, she says. How close is this guy to going down? I'm gonna do that.
Yes.
He's attacking him. Adair, who are you attacking? Okay. That's a bunch of dead people. Nyrid, mercenary, what has she got in her book? Anything interesting? And then a bunch of generic stuff. Okay. Well, what the heck is a Nyrid? This book of Valen love sonnets has a dedication on the first page to my beloved Kaenra. Well, beloved is a little... Let's see.
They'll never know.
Got it. Finished.
Someone has peeled the labels from these bottles. They're stuffed with a dark, gunky pulp. Okay. Everybody get this guy.
Yeah.
Just paralyze him. Dude's got some hit points.
Of course.
Alright, what's going on in here? We'll take that mug of beer. The pots are crusted shut with some unidentifiable gunk. Kitchen where they're cooking all this stuff. You guys got a big house. I like this. Alright.
Yeah.
Start whispering of treasoning some people here. That guy.
What is it?
Go up here and hit him.
Hi?
Aloth. Smack
Yeah?
down. Interdict these fools.
I'm here.
Oh, there's a guy right there.
What
You
is
need
it?
to just attack this person. Attack them. You need to switch over to this. Ooh. I am rocking and a reeling, Bobberan. Thanks. Might as well grab a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
The Cipher is a menace. Okay.
Yeah.
How much? You still got a bunch of hit points? Not long.
What is
Switch
it?
over to this shake and reach. Nope, don't need to. Holy crapola, what do we got here? Fine great sword. Fine flails, spears, stiletto. Okay. And a key. A rusty bronze key.
Of course.
Of course. Some more cash. We need to find the real Purnisc. What is this? Fine leather armor. How much different is the fine leather armor than my robe? Do you think? Because my robe is what? It's speed minus 15%. This is speed, recover speed minus 30%. It's a medium armor. It's got damage resistant 8. Yeah, I want the speed. I like the speed. Okay, what's this? Deering dialects. This key get me in here? Yep, rusty bronze key. Is this the real Purnisc? Oh, there he is. A man lies bound and bloodied on the floor before you. His face is a tapestry of bruises, and blood is spattered across several corners of the room. The man cringes and sobs as you approach. Gods, please, please no more. I can't take any more. I'm not here to hurt you. The man pauses, gazing up at you. You're not? Oh, praise Barath. You're not one of his men, are you? He shakes his head. Please, I don't know who you are, but my name is Purnisc. This is my house. You have to help me. Then who was that downstairs? An imposter. Some wizard named Nyrid. Came into my house, tied me up in here, tortured me, and now he and his men are eating my food, breaking my things, selling Svef. Inside my own house. It just turned up all of a sudden. Purnisc looks away, unable to meet your gaze. I may have hung on to a tiny portion of my supplier's share, but I needed that money. So you're a Svef dealer. Look, I know it's not the best line of work, especially with all that's happened, but it pays well. Very, very well. And, well, people want the stuff, don't they? Oh, wow. I see. Was it worth all this? Losing Kienra? Purnisc grimaces. I have to. I'm sorry. I don't have any other trade. Nothing that's going to support us. Someday I'll get out of the business when we don't need it anymore. What did your supplier do? He sent over the wizard, Nyrid, the man downstairs, to make up the lost copper. I guess. Had to hurt me while he was at it. Feels like it's been days. Well, He's already taken care of. I can't believe this nightmare is finally over. He grins weakly, then seems to remember something. You have no idea what you've done for me, but... He looks up at you and away again. I need to find my love, Kienra. Only after whatever Nyrid put her through, I'm afraid she won't give me a chance to explain. But she might listen to you. Please, she must be somewhere in Copper Lane. It's the only home she's known. And please don't tell her about the Svef, about what I do. I could make it worth your while. A discount, maybe. That's funny. I'm not going to use this line, but it is kind of funny. Perhaps you should trust her to make her own decisions rather than lie to her. No. And I can't force you to keep this secret. I just don't want to lose her. After what happened here, I'm sure she won't have anything to do with Svef or me if she finds out. Kenya sent me here in the first place. She did? Purnisc smiles brightly. That woman helped save my life without realizing it. Please bring her home and tell her that everything is back to normal. Yeah, I'll go talk to her. I can't thank you enough, truly. How I've missed my poor Kendra. Well, she's gonna get the truth, buddy. I don't want to send her back to a drug dealer's den. She deserves to know what the hell you've been doing. What do we got here? And away we go.
Sagani.
Oh, I always hate that about this game.
It's your hand.
I'm gonna pet him.
He asked her for fox bites. Yes. Can I pet him anyway?
All right, then.
That's funny. I always switch in the map like that, and then you lose what they were saying because of the spatial awareness of the game. I forgot. Long time ago, the first time I played it, that always annoyed me, and I had to train myself to wait to touch the map. Kenra looks up at you as you approach. What happened with Purnisc? Did you give him the ring? Yeah. Purnisc was being impersonated by a powerful wizard. However, the real Purnisc also deals Svef. She covers her mouth with her hands, shocked. Purnisc? My Purnisc is a Svef dealer? If I didn't know you for an honest man. She brings her fist down on the table, sloshing her drink. Damn it! How can I trust him after something like this? That he's lied to me for this long. She runs her hands through her hair and takes a deep breath. I should just be glad I found out about this before the wedding. Yeah. Well. Yeah, you're smart to stay away from him. You're right. I think this is what I needed to realize it. Thank you. Oh, and take this. She unclasps something from her neck. Picked it up from one of the merchants to help me stand firm in my decision. I'll be fine without it now. Unwavering resolve. Unwavering resolve? What is this? Intellect and resolve. Ooh, intellect and resolve. That would be... This, I assume, yeah, it goes in the cloak slot. Intellect and resolve. Actually, it's a great paladin item. And you're going to hang on to it for now. This is what? Mantle of the Dying Boar. Wait a minute. Mantle of the Dying Boar. +5 endurance while endurance is low. That... Oh, I see. Yeah, it is a great paladin item. But this is also good for him. Okay, you can hang on to this. We'll give this to Pelagina probably when she shows up. And then you can have this. Actually, we'll just keep that on you because the other person would be good on this. Or what's this one do? 9 willpower. And this is intellect and resolve. Yeah, we'll do this for now. Okay. Well, the story of Purnisc is concluded. So, think the thing to do to end this episode is whatever stuff we need to
How's
do
the
at the
heck?
keep. Oh,
I'd have to cut it off.
I warned you not to pet him.
If I'm not supposed to pet him, why is he so soft?
see that part. This part of the game I like. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do this then. All right, so the guide says Merchant Stalls, Western Barbican, and then the Bailey. Recommends the Bailey to unlock more upgrades. Okay. 8 kappa, 2 days. Well, there it goes. And then there are merchants here. Let's see. There's Laura.
Gods keep you.
Show me a Wes. What does she got? Oh, she's got rings. Fancy rings. Telda's ring. Only usable by a wizard. Okay. That's nice for Aloth. Scale of Faith. Only usable by a priest. So those are nice. Gonna want those. Ring of Deflection. Those are nice for the fighters. Ring of Protection. And then there's a bunch of scrolls. Cool. What was that Ashwood cameo figurine for? Summon Delimgon. Ooh. Range 7. 1 per rest. Oh, man. 1 per rest. I kind of want to buy that now. Oh, I think we have to. Oh, it's 15,000. Okay. I was looking here and I thought I value 2,000 and I'm like, oh, I can afford that. There's your vendor markup right there. Well, we will certainly be coming back for that stuff. Paragon. Remember me? We met by the Madmer Bridge. Thanks for helping me out back there. As promised, I'll give you the best prices in town. If it weren't for you, I'd still be broke. Show me your wares. They have traps. Lots of traps. Rope and a grappling. They have camping supplies, which we will take. We have the rope and grappling hook. So that's all your traps if you want to use traps. There's Egren.
Welcome.
Egren stands behind a stall, polishing a broadsword. Ooh, I see. Come to take a look. You won't find a finer collection of armor and weaponry. In the Defiance Bay, outside of Sonild's, of course. What's so special about Sonild? She operates in the expedition hall. Sells the best equipment in the city, but Wenin keeps her on a short leash. Keeps her fine inventory reserved for chartered expeditionists, members of the dozens, and anyone else he takes a liking to. I see. Oh, so here's a bow, the Borasen. Unique war bow, two-handed. Plus 10% of damage restored as endurance. Ooh. Attacks can stun on crits. Oh, that's very nice. The Lady's Hand, unique scepter. Plus 10 accuracy when below 50 endurance. Plus 20 damage while endurance below 50%. 20% of grazes converted to hits. That's nice. What is this? Oh, here we go. Unique pike. Lost Thane's Reach. Plus, yeah, minus 5 accuracy for 5 seconds on a hit. That's what it inflicts. Yeah, that's nice. We're going to want that. 6,000. Okay. Nice. We are going to want to go see the expedition
Well met,
hall.
friend.
Okay, he's got stuff for rations. All right, so we can make things, and he's got camping supplies. So if we need ingredients for better stuff, that's person to go talk to. And then up here, the expedition hall. I think we'll go in here next episode and take a look at what's going on in there. Lots of stuff to do in Defiance Bay where we need to go get Pelagina, but we're getting sidetracked as usual. Which is what happens in these games. That's why they're great. Folks, thanks for watching. As always, if you dig it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your questions and comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Until then, happy gaming, everyone.